This message is for you. Not tomorrow. Not when it's convenient. Not when you feel ready. Now. Today is the 30th of April, and something has shifted in the realm of the Spirit. It's not by chance that you've been led here. There's something happening behind your back, something unfolding in the dark, something whispered in secret that has your name on it, but no one has told you the truth. Yet, God says, I have been trying to get this message to you, but you keep brushing off the signs. The clock is moving faster than your awareness. The people around you, especially the one you love deeply, are hiding a truth so bitter, so silently painful, that even I, the Lord your God, have sent Archangel Michael to weep over the burden they're placing on your heart unknowingly. He is not just speaking, he is crying. Crying for the moment you'll finally hear this truth. But will you? Will you open your eyes before it's too late? Archangel Michael says, don't ignore this again. You always think you have more time. But this is the moment. The last night has already spoken. Do you know what happened last night? Everyone else does. Except you. The one you love made a decision, and they didn't include you in it. There was a conversation, a betrayal masked with smiles, a secret exchanged in quiet corners, and a name, your name, was mentioned, not in love, but in calculation. My child, I know you love them. I know you have placed your hope in them. I know you dream about them. Weep over them, pray for them. But what if I told you that your love has become a veil over your eyes? That the person you love most has been walking around with a burden of guilt so heavy they cannot even look into your eyes without trembling? Because last night, something irreversible was said. And while you slept or worried or waited for their message, they were elsewhere. They were not thinking about you the way you thought about them. Do not skip this. Because skipping it won't erase the truth. Archangel Michael has stood in your room more than once. He has stood beside your bed and whispered your name as you cried yourself to sleep. He has watched as you wondered why you keep feeling like something is off, something you can't put your finger on. That's because your spirit knows. Your soul is aware. And God has been calling, but you haven't answered fully. Until now, this is no ordinary message. This is not one of those words you can read and forget. This is a direct spiritual intervention. God says, you've been fooled by appearances. And your kindness is being mistaken for blindness. You trust them. You believe them. But there's a bitter truth they will never admit unless I force the doors open. And that is what I am about to do. Listen, last night, there was a private meeting. In person or digital, you may never know. But in that meeting, they spoke of you. Not in love, but in strategy. Let's wait a little longer, someone said. Let's not tell them yet. They'll react emotionally. They'll ruin everything. What they don't realize is I heard it all. God sees and hears what no man can hide. My child, don't confuse love with loyalty. Because loyalty will protect you even in silence. But this silence has been killing you slowly. And now, I must expose it. Archangel Michael was sent by me to tell you that you are about to see someone's real face, not the one you know, but the one they hide when no one is watching. You've noticed it, haven't you? The delayed replies. The coldness wrapped in casual excuses. The sudden distance followed by random affection to keep you guessing. It's not love. It's control. They fear losing what you give, not losing you. They love the version of them you build up, but not the you that's been suffering inside. And now, the time has come, God says, tonight, there will be another secret conversation. But this time, I will let your spirit eavesdrop. You will feel something strange. Your ears will ring, your stomach will tighten, your heart will feel the pang of truth, and that's me confirming what you always suspected. But you must not collapse into tears. You must rise, my child. I have chosen you for something bigger than being someone's afterthought. I made you tender-hearted, but I didn't make you foolish. You've forgiven too quickly. You've tolerated too silently. And now, I need you to prepare yourself. Because in the next 24 hours, a truth will be revealed to you. It will come suddenly, an accidental text, a misplaced call, a mutual friend slipping up, or their guilty eyes when you ask the right question. Don't be surprised. Be ready. Archangel Michael is standing at your right hand now. His sword is not drawn in anger but in protection. He is not weeping because you're weak, he's weeping because you keep refusing to see how strong you truly are. This person you love has taken advantage of your purity. They think you'll never walk away. They think they can manipulate your heart because your love is too deep. But they forgot who is behind you. The Lord of hosts. The God who parts seas. The Father who burns deceit with holy fire. Last night was not just a night. It was a test. And they failed. They failed to defend you when your name was mentioned. They failed to admit they're wrong. They failed to include you in something that affects your soul. But I won't let that go unanswered. You are about to hear something. It will shock you. Someone will come to you with trembling lips and broken eyes. They will say, I didn't know how to tell you this. Don't look away. Listen. Because they are my messenger, sent to deliver part of the truth. Not all of it, because some truths only I can reveal directly in your spirit. That's why you must pray tonight. Not a routine prayer. A desperate one. Cry if you must. Scream if you must. But let your soul speak, the veil is lifting. The truth is closer than ever. And I, the Lord your God, have surrounded your life with divine intelligence. Nothing escapes me. Nothing is hidden from me. That person you love, they're holding on to something. But not for much longer. I am about to make them so restless they will either confess or collapse under the weight of their lies. Everyone else knows what happened last night. Everyone except you. But that changes now. You are no longer going to be the last to know. I have placed divine ears in places you cannot see. And I will deliver every word spoken about you into your hearing in the coming days. Prepare your heart. You will cry, but then you will rise. Stronger. Wiser. Healed. I'm not telling you this to hurt you. I'm telling you this because I love you. More than they ever could. You keep asking me. Why does it feel like they're slipping away? It's because they already began slipping when they thought you weren't watching. But you were. Your spirit was watching. And now, so am I. This message is not viral. It is vital. It is sacred. It is holy. It is sealed with heaven's urgency. You are not reading this by chance. You are reading it because the gates of heaven are leaning toward your life with divine speed. This is your moment of awakening. Don't let your heart be crushed. Let it be cleansed. You are not a toy. You are not an option. You are not a secret to be buried while someone else lives in freedom. You are chosen. You are called. You are royal. And from this moment on, no one will ever again be able to lie to you without my voice interrupting their disguise. No one will get close to you without my angels scanning their intentions. No one will break you again without first being warned by heaven. Archangel Michael says this is your warning, but also your blessing. Because when the truth comes, and it will, you will also receive something else: clarity, freedom, and a divine surprise. Yes, while one door closes, I am opening another. A new person is coming. One who sees your soul and not just your service. One who speaks truth even when it's hard. One who doesn't play with hearts or pretend behind love. You won't have to chase this one. They will find you because I will send them. Not too early. Not too late. Right on time, but first, close this chapter. Not with hate, but with strength. Not with revenge, but with wisdom. The bitter truth is painful. But it is also freeing. You'll no longer be haunted by what ifs and why nots. You will know. And once you know, you will grow. And once you grow, you will never be fooled again. tonight is holy. Mark it. April 30th. The night God exposed what everyone else tried to keep hidden. The night heaven opened your eyes. The night Archangel Michael stopped crying, because you finally listened. This message is not done, because your healing has just begun. Let them wonder how you found out. Let them tremble when you look them in the eyes with peace and say, I know. You don't have to explain anything. God is doing it all for you. Watch what happens now. You are not seeing this message by accident. This is not just another scroll through your screen. Heaven has been shaking to get your attention. The moment your eyes landed here, Archangel Michael stood in silence, whispering, they finally opened it. And now the heavens exhale. You opened this, and now what you're about to read is not for everyone. It is not public. It is not ordinary. This is for you. You were supposed to see this. Because what happened last night was about you. And everyone knew. Except you, God says. Today, April 30th, something invisible but monumental took place, a movement in the spirit, a hidden meeting in silence, a masked plan against your peace. Archangel Michael has been dispatched. Flaming sword in hand, because someone you love deeply has sealed a truth behind their lips. A truth they will never let you know. They have already made a choice. They smiled at you, and they lied. They hugged you, and they hid. They stood near you, but the truth was already walking away. God says this is not to break you. This is to bless you. But you must know, and you must not ignore, that the one you care about so much, the one you pray for, the one you always defend, is no longer defending you. And the most painful part is, everyone else knew. The truth you're about to see is what they whispered behind your back while you were still trusting. It's what they gossiped in low voices while you were offering your loyalty. And last night, while you were sleeping, someone finalized a betrayal that has been growing like a root in the dark. Archangel Michael says, you have been too innocent with someone dangerous. You have shown loyalty to someone who is clever at lies. And you have mistaken the coldness in their eyes as confusion. It is not confusion. It is calculation. You saw love. But they have seen your love as weakness. You saw hope. But they only saw an opportunity. Everyone except you saw how they hesitated before answering your question last night. Everyone except you noticed how they suddenly became nervous when your name was mentioned. They had something to hide, and the way their eyes dropped should have been your first sign. God says, I covered your eyes because I wanted to test your heart. You passed the test. But now, the covering is removed. Look. Do not blink. Because today, I will show you everything that was hidden, the person you love deeply has done something you were never supposed to find out, but heaven intervened. It was supposed to stay a secret. They planned it so well. They called someone else last night and said, "Don't worry, they'll never find out. I've got it under control." But you weren't sleeping, your soul was wrestling in spiritual warfare while your body rested. Your spirit cried out to heaven, and God answered. A sound went out in heaven. Archangel Michael wept with anger. He cried out, they still trust them. They still pray for them. Even now, they don't know. Shall we allow this to continue? And God responded, no more. Today, the veil must tear. Today, the one who has been faithful in love must see what has been going on in the dark. Expose it. What everyone else already knows is this: the one you love has been speaking to someone else in secret. Not once. Not twice. But consistently. They act like you're the only one, but behind your back, they are charming another. You gave them your time. You gave them your trust. You even gave them forgiveness. But they are throwing dice with your soul like your worth is a gamble. God says, this is not your punishment. This is your protection. You would have gone too far. You would have stayed too long. You would have loved too deep, deeper than they ever intended to love you back. Everyone in their circle knows. And they are laughing behind your back. They say you're naive. They say you'll never believe it, even if you're shown the truth. But they don't understand who is now speaking to you. This is not gossip. This is not rumor. This is a divine message. And God is not just warning you. He is shifting everything for you. Tonight, that person will feel something they can't explain. It will be guilt. It will be panic. It will be the angelic pressure of a soul being watched. Archangel Michael will pass through the room, and they will feel cold. They will be restless. They will sense that something is watching them. Because you have been marked by heaven. You are not disposable. You are chosen. And no weapon formed in lies will prosper over your life again. Last night was not just a betrayal. It was a test. And the test was, would you keep loving when love isn't returned? You did. Would you keep trusting even when the details seemed confusing? You did. And heaven says, now we reward. Now we lift them. Now we break every tie that is fake, every love that is lukewarm, every person that is poisonous in disguise. You need to understand that the reason you feel so heavy right now is because your spirit already knew something was off. That sudden dream, that strange emotion, that wave of anxiety, that sudden shift in their behavior, all of it was your spirit picking up the signals. God says, you didn't imagine it. You weren't crazy. It was me. I was whispering. But now I'm speaking loudly. There is about to be a confrontation. You may not even need to say a word. Just wait. In the next 3 days, something will happen. They will slip. They will confess. They will panic and reveal something they tried to hide. You will see a screenshot. You will hear a voice message. You will overhear a conversation. And it will make your stomach drop. But it will also make your spirit say, "Thank you, God, for showing me the truth before I went deeper." Don't hate them. Just step back. Don't explode. Just observe. You don't need revenge. God is already writing a new chapter, and you are not going to be begging for love anymore. You are about to be honored in front of the same people who doubted your worth. Those who lied will watch you rise. Those who laughed will bow in silence when they see the blessings that come next. Heaven has heard your tears, even the ones you never let fall. You smiled while your heart ached. You hoped while your soul trembled. You carried others while no one carried you. But the time has come. Today is April 30th, and it is written in heaven's book as the day your turnaround begins. The one you love may try to play innocent. But God will let their own words trap them. Their own behavior will reveal the truth. You don't need to investigate. Just stay quiet and let God do what He promised. Justice is not delayed. It is prepared. And today it begins. God says, "I have prepared someone else for you. Someone who will not lie. Someone who will not cheat. Someone who will not manipulate." This delay was not a denial. It was protection. You were hidden in my hand while I watched the motives of the one you trusted. And now I remove my hand. And I let you see what was always true. This is not just a love story. This is a divine cleansing. I am removing what is not from me, so I can give you what is holy. What is ordained. What will love you the way I love you, fully, truthfully, eternally. Let them keep their secrets. Let them keep their false words. You will keep your peace. And soon, you will keep your promise ring, from someone who actually means it. Everyone except you knew last night. But now, you know too. And that changes everything. Archangel Michael says, "Do not ignore this again. You've been shown signs. You've felt the nudge. You've had the dream. You've heard the warning in your soul but called it fear. You've seen their eyes shift when you ask certain questions. You've felt the distance in their embrace. You've tasted the dishonesty in their words. But you kept hoping it would change. You kept holding on. Because you love them. But love does not mean blindness. And truth does not become less real just because you refuse to look at it. Last night, they were in contact with someone you don't know about. Or maybe you do know them, but you don't know their role. You don't know the secret that binds them. There was a message sent, a call made, a location visited, and you were not supposed to know. But now you must. Because what is hidden is hurting you. And God will no longer allow it. This person has been carrying a truth they will never tell you. They will take it to their grave before they confess. Because confession would mean losing your love. And they can't afford that. You are their lifeline, their covering, their source of peace, but not because they cherish your soul. Because they need your light to cover their shadow. They feed off your faith. They use your forgiveness as a hiding place. And it's not right, God says, I have seen the nights you cried for them. I have heard the prayers you prayed for them. I have watched you defend them even when your heart was breaking. But now I must step in. Because you deserve to know. There is a reason why you feel confused around them. Why you doubt your own intuition. Why every time you get close to the truth, something distracts you. They know how to comfort you just enough to keep you quiet. They know how to offer just enough affection to confuse your discernment. They are not evil. But they are not honest. And honesty is the foundation of destiny. Without it, you are building a future on a lie. And the collapse will come, everyone around you knows more than they're saying. Look at how people act when you talk about this person. Look at the silence. The hesitations. The forced smiles. Some people have tried to hint, but you refuse to listen. You cut them off. You said, don't talk about them like that. You thought it was loyalty. But it was blindness. Archangel Michael is weeping. Because you are ignoring the very hand sent to save you. You are rejecting the truth that would set you free. And he can no longer hold back the storm. You must hear this now. What they are hiding is connected to someone from their past. Someone they said they were done with. But they're not. There are conversations happening behind your back. Plans being made that do not include you. And you're being kept in the dark, on purpose. Because if you knew, you would walk away. And they know that. So they keep you close with empty promises and half-truths. They distract you with affection while hiding their other life. They comfort you with words but betray you with actions. God says, my child, I love you too much to let you keep living in a lie. I have covered you, protected you, shielded you, and now I am revealing. Because what you do with this truth will determine everything that happens next. You are about to come into a season of breakthrough. That's why the enemy is trying so hard to keep you tied to someone who slows your spirit. The wrong person in your life will delay your blessings. They may not even realize they're doing it. But when their spirit is not aligned with your assignment, everything they touch becomes a chain. You have been delayed long enough. You have prayed long enough. You have suffered long enough. Now it's time for truth. The kind that rips off the mask. The kind that makes you gasp. The kind that forces you to choose between peace and comfort. Because they are not the same, everyone knows what happened last night except you. That was by design. But God interrupted the design. And He's showing you now. Last night, this person met someone. They had a conversation that they will never repeat to you. Something was agreed upon. Maybe it was a lie. Maybe it was a betrayal. Maybe it was just an emotional crossing of the line. But it happened. And you need to know. Not to cause you pain, but to prepare your heart. You are too valuable to be handled this carelessly. You are too anointed to be loved dishonestly. You are too chosen to be deceived so quietly. God says, this is your final warning. You must open your eyes before it's too late. Stop explaining away what your spirit knows. Stop covering for people who would never cover you. Stop confusing chemistry for covenant. Just because it feels right doesn't mean it is. Archangel Michael says, if you skip this, if you ignore this, if you walk away from this message as if it's just another emotional experience, you will suffer more than you need to. But if you obey, if you release, if you walk away from the lie, everything will begin to shift. You are not crazy. You are not paranoid. You are being protected. Your instincts are accurate. Your dreams are warnings. Your anxiety is your spirit trying to scream. You are sensing something real. And now it is confirmed, they will not tell you the truth. So God just did. Don't go looking for proof. You will not find it. The proof is already in your heart. The change you feel when you're around them. The way your peace disappears. The way your confidence shakes. That is evidence enough. Let them go. Or let them prove. But do not let them lie and still stay close. Truth must come first. God is about to open new doors. But the person you love cannot go with you if they carry secrets. The blessing waiting on the other side of this obedience is bigger than anything you've lost. But it cannot be accessed until you act. Today is April 30th. And everything you thought was hidden is coming into the light. You have prayed for clarity. Now you have it. The next move is yours. You were meant to receive this message. Don't waste it. Don't argue with it. Don't delay it. Because delaying truth is accepting bondage, open your eyes. Open your hands. Open your heart. And let heaven do what it must. The pain may come, but so will the peace. The truth may sting, but it will also save. You were never meant to be kept in darkness. This is your light. This is your moment. This is your escape. Don't skip this. Don't wait until it's too late, because what happened last night was real, and today, heaven responded for you.